The plan for today is to build some sugarcane and a pumpkin farm. So before I do that, I just want to get a sense of the environment. You can see I have a forest here, mountains. This is all the elements I want for the base long term because I wanted a mountain that I could work with and some flat land next to it. So with this, I'm planning on building all the farms this time on the surface, so to have buildings around it. I don't want to have a situation where I build something and then have to change it and move it. So I want to be very clear about my layout. So this path works well at this moment, but what I want to do is have some even quadrants to work with, so basically a grid pattern. The other thing I should mention is that this is just what I'm starting with. Eventually when I get more blocks and I have more color to work with and different textures, I'm planning on trying some other stuff. But right now I'm just looking through some photos, looking at different builds to get ideas, and we'll see what I come up with. It might take a couple episodes before I start really punching out the building style I want. It's really hard to see, but there's a path right there that I've done, and I have a grid laid out, so it's going to be 2 long this way, 3 long that way. It's going to be 64 by 64, then the paths will be in between that. I don't need to lay out the whole thing, but I have the general layout planned. So the next thing I got to do is get a shovel with unbreaking. So I basically need the unbreaking enchantment, so I need to go over to the village and breed some more villagers because the grass path thing used up all the durability on my diamond shovel, and I need unbreaking on everything else. And off we go. So here's all the villagers hanging out. We can see there's one baby villager. I think there's another one too. But I have enough beds in this village to get more villagers, but it's probably going to take them a while because they have wheat. So the best way to fast track this is to give them some food. So I'm just going to throw all the potatoes that I've been farming. Hopefully they'll pick them up. They will give them to villagers that need them, and hopefully we can breed a bunch of villagers from this. So you can see that guy's picking them all up. So if I just keep throwing them, they'll eventually start breeding babies. And one thing is with beds is that they need some space above them so baby villagers can jump on them. I think I have about 14 beds right now in this village, but there's only about 5 or 6 villagers. So we need a lot more for the trades we want. So while I wait for more villagers to appear, I'm going to trade with this guy and try to get more emeralds for the stuff I need eventually. Really need some melons soon. So I finally have an adult villager over here, so I might as well set up a job site block. Oh, there's 2 now. So now I can try to get the unbreaking trade. Oh, there's more baby villagers too. So that definitely worked out, feeding them potatoes. So I have a ton of paper because I went back to my base, got all the sugar cane, because there is one of these guys that has a paper trade. So what I want to do, so where is the lectern? Here is the lectern. So first I want the unbreaking trade, and then after that is completed, let's get a cartographer so we can get some more maps. There's this guy. Let's see if we can get the unbreaking trade. Which trade did you get? Lure. I am not going to be doing any fishing. Let's try this again. Bookshelf, not what I want. So I didn't get the unbreaking trade, but this guy has a protection 4 trade, which I could really use on my armor, so I'm going to trade with him and try to get that book. I really need more emeralds right now because I am not getting a lot. So there's 1 protection. So I'm probably going to need 3 protections. So you always want to have fire protection on one of your pieces of armor, because fire protection doesn't stack, so you at least want 1, and then all the rest of the armor you can have protection. The villagers are really starting to breed like crazy. There's a ton of baby villagers around here now. Okay, I think I've hit the maximum bed total because these guys looks like they are willing to breed, but no baby villagers, so I gotta plant some more beds after this. Loyalty 1. I do not have a trident, so that is useless. This guy, I'm breaking 3. You are my new best friend, buddy. You right here. Don't look at those 2. You and me. You are going to give me so many unbreaking books. So I am completely out of emeralds. So I think that's enough villager trading for now. I don't have enough stuff to get emeralds. Until that, the next thing I want to do is make some things a little easier for myself. One of the things I need to make a bit easier is getting down to the cheese caves that I like to explore. And right now it's a bit messy because I have to go through here, I have to go down there, and there's a weird water stream. I want to have something that's close to my base, that is an item elevator that gets me down to there and down to the farms I'm going to have in the caves. So here is where I'm going to put my item elevator. So I'm going to make it a building in itself. So you can see this is the spot where one bubble column is going to go down or up and the other one. And then around that, I'm going to build some stuff. So I got to dig down and line this up to where my other farms are. The amethyst geode, the XP grinder, and basically that cave that I already explored. This is a pretty big hole. So, oh, there's a zombie. Watch this. Okay, so he comes closer to me. Sunlight, lights on fire. And there. So yeah, I'm down at level -32. So not quite bedrock, but pretty close. This is about the level I can find my other stuff. So I'll have to go search it out. It's about 100 blocks away. The other thing I found while mining out this elevator space was an amethyst geode. So you can see it here. There's a budding amethyst block. It doesn't seem to be as big as the other one I found. And also mining this with efficiency seems to be a big mistake. But I'll have to dig this out eventually and see how much budding amethyst blocks are there and how they're configured. So the next thing I want to do is get some iron. So right now I have less than a stack of iron. I need a lot of iron for things like the pistons, for the stuff I'm going to be building. So I need to get as much iron as possible. I now have the fortune pickaxe. So I might as well dig out this ore vein I found. It'll be interesting to see how it branches out and where it branches out, and to see how much iron I can actually get from this. So why don't we get started? So let's check out how much iron I got from the iron ore vein. So you can see I only got about 5 stacks of raw iron and 5 blocks of raw iron. So this wasn't a huge iron ore vein. It was a little confusing because sometimes it kind of hit a blob of just tuff. So you're just digging out tons of tuff and there wasn't any iron ore. But I think I got most of it. I also got 26 diamonds, some lapis, and some gold, and a lot of blocks out of it. So I was walking back to my base, and I think I found another iron ore vein. So you can see it is blocks of iron ore. It's around tuff. That just might be an iron ore blob. But anyways, I have other stuff to do. Other important stuff. Ignore the potential iron ore vein. The other thing was off screen I mined out some tunnels just to make things easier. You can see there's the amethyst shard. This leads out to my XP grinder down there, and this one leads to where my elevator is going to be to get down. So at least now I have a central spot and things connected to it down here. And eventually I can decorate this a bit to make it a little cooler, shall we say. Before I actually go and build the farms, I need to do one thing, which is get some nether quartz. So let's check out the nether. So I haven't really done anything in the nether besides getting soul sand. I brought a bunch of cobblestone just in case I need to put out some fires or lay down some blocks. So let's try to get over here a bit. So let's dig out some stuff. Oh sweet, okay. So that's lucky. I hit some netherite, ancient debris. That's the word, ancient debris. So there's one. Was that it? Yeah, I guess that's it. And then silk touch. I'm using silk touch, which is not what I should be doing. Let's try to get as much as possible. Let's see how much I got. I only got 9, so I probably should try to get at least a stack. And I should probably put that there so I can get, because you get tons of XP from nether quartz. Oh, piglin. That's not good. I don't have any gold armor on, so those guys are... Why are they running away from me? That's weird. Is he trying to attack me or is he running away? Oh, that's interesting. So there's the Bastion remnant right here. So that's pretty close to where my nether portal is, so that's a good sign. So the other thing I need is either shroomlight or glowstone. So let's get some glowstone from here. Or some glowstone dust that I can craft back into glowstone. I only need 4 or 5, I think. So this should be more than enough. Okay, so I think I have enough stuff now. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 stacks of nether quartz, which is more than I need. So I got some gold also, some glowstone dust, and I somehow got an ancient debris. This zombified piglin is... Move. Move. You're stuck, aren't you? Okay, move. Move. Okay, good. Okay, and let's get back to my base. So these are the farms that I'm going to be building now. So this is the pumpkin farm. So unfortunately I don't have any melon right now, so it's just going to be a pumpkin farm. And then this one will be the sugarcane farm. I kind of just guessed on the dimensions so I can build something around it. But let's get started. Cool, so I am finally done the farm, so it didn't take me that long. So there is pumpkin, sugar, pumpkin, sugar, pumpkin, sugar, pumpkin, sugarcane. So let's show you how it works. So this is a bit difficult to show because of how it's compacted, but you can see there's a checkerboard pattern with the pumpkin stems. There is a water-logged block in the middle. I think I have to put some kind of light source in the middle. You can see there's light source on the sides because pumpkin needs light in order to grow. And then there are pistons that go down on the blocks in between the stems, and then there are observers to observe the pumpkin stems actually growing. So above this there's this pattern. So the cobblestone is above the observers, so basically the observers fire, the redstone signal goes through there. There's quasi connectivity, so they power the note blocks, which power the pistons, which push the pumpkins and drop them as a block. And underneath there is a hopper minecart that picks up any of the pumpkins on top of this dirt and then puts it into these hopper chests. Let's see how many I got, because I built it right before this farm. So I have about 3 stacks, so hopefully it'll slowly build up. So the sugarcane are similar, but there's some slight differences. So basically they grow upwards, so as they hit that level, the observer fires these pistons, which break them, and then they land on this dirt. So you can see there are the redstone dust right behind here. So as soon as they fire, they will basically fire the piston. So that's pretty simple. And then there are of course hopper minecarts underneath this dirt that picks it up. It's only 2 wide. And the other thing is there is water. It's under that stone, so right beside the dirt, but it's just hidden so you can't really see it. And then there are hoppers here that run down to that chest, and basically the hopper minecarts are about here. They drop it into here, and I had to kind of mess around with it a bit because I couldn't remember the exact farm. I was kind of doing it off memory, but you can see there's already a stack and a bit more. So I did these farms off of memory, but I'll post links in the description if you want to know how to build this. I know this one's by Il Mango, and I'm not sure which one this one is from, but I'll try to find it and post it in the description. And now that I've built both those farms, I can destroy all of these pumpkins and the sugarcane because they take up way too much space. I think that is enough for today's episode. That was a lot of stuff to do. So I'm not sure what I'm going to do next episode. I'm thinking maybe something in the Nether, maybe something towards strongholds, a farm, maybe storage. There's a lot to do, but I'll definitely see what I'm in the mood for to do then. But thank you guys for watching.